Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm gonna read through the new patch notes for patch 5.3b. And like always, I've not seen anything yet, so this is gonna be my first time raw reaction. And I want to hear your thoughts on the patch notes as well after this video. Also remember, I'm doing a skin giveaway, giving away 3 skins. So when you put down a comment, you're also immediately entering the skin giveaway. So, strap in friends, it's the patch right after the premiere of Arcane Season 2. We can probably expect some Jinx and Vi stuff, but we'll see. Well, this is a deceptively short patch note, deceptively short, okay? It packs a punch. So they're saying it may not look like a lot, but it is a lot. Much like my favorite Arcane character, there might be something else coming soon, but we can't reveal it just yet. We have a brand new game mode for you as well as your regularly scheduled balance updates. Welcome to patch 5.3b. Reminder content will be released throughout the patch. So they're new. What is new? Showdown. I'm gonna go through this quickly because I don't really care much about this. So it's a new limited game mode for you. Showdown is a game mode where all players can choose an ultimate item immediately at the beginning. So there's like all these new crazy items and unlock the powerful effects. Okay, that's interesting. You get like an item that can upgrade throughout the game. Okay, fun. I have a feeling, this may just be me, but I have a feeling they're sort of beta testing this to potentially bring out on rank. But hey, maybe that's just me. So these seem to be items that upgrade throughout the game. Like all of these items have some, you can see, these are the items I think. So Chemtech Exoskeleton, escape death through immunity while boosting your damage, regenerating your health back and turning you into a tide. Turning the tide. In the balance, upon taking lethal damage, you become immune for 3 seconds, 1 second for ranged champions. During this time, getting champion takedowns restores 30% of your maximum health and resets the basic resets in the balance's cooldown. Oh, so when you get a kill, you restore HP during this time and you get the immunity again. Oh my god, you can basically have Tryndamere's ultimate on any melee champion with this. This is insane. And also overcharged increases damage by 10% plus an additional bonus based on missing health. Total bonus is capped at 25%. We have Shimmer, ignore the terrain to move freely. What the hell, that's insane. Strike your enemies in unexpected positions. So basically permanent Kane third ability. And get away after harvesting their souls. So form shift for 3 seconds after leaving combat. You gain Phantom Strike, which lets you ignore obstructive terrain when moving. Upon getting a takedown, you gain Phantom Strike, which cannot be interrupted, so you're unstoppable. And a 30 to 60% movement speed scales with level. You see how much effort they're putting into this? There's no way these items are just coming out for one game mode randomly that's gonna go away soon. Surely this is a beta test for ranked. I swear to God, when this comes out in ranked, I told you so. This is why I'm reading through everything. So this item also has Brutal Enhancement. Harvest 1 soul and do bonus adaptive damage. And this bonus damage scales with the amount of souls to enemy champions below 50% health. So this item will allow you to just permanently do more damage to low HP enemies. Interesting. Pow Pow and Fish Bones. Attack to your heart's desire. Supersonic high. Gain 0.6 up to 9% attack speed and 4 movement speed stacks per attack on an enemy champion. And it stacks 15 times. Jesus. That's a lot. And every third attack launches an additional attack. This is insane. Wow. If this works with Rune and Hurricane too, you have the craziest on-hit stuff ever. Echoes of the Heart. Buff yourself or your teammate, you choose. Amplified percentile. Buffing abilities buffs 2 additional nearby champions. So Janna's third ability is gonna give 3 shields. Lulu's third ability is gonna give 3 shields. Choral Song. Increased shield strength and healing potency by 100%. Warden's Power Shield. Flip a coin and experience the power of exceptional sustainability, damage reduction, and you get to ignore penetration. See how long you can last in a team fight. Verdict. Take 30% reduced damage and toss a coin every 5 seconds. If it lands on heads, you heal for 15% of your max damage. If it lands on tails, a lightning bolt strikes at your location, dealing 10% of the target's max health as true damage to nearby enemies. Wow. Wow. Incredible on Berserkers like Olaf and Mundo. And Iron Law. Armor Pen and Magic Pen are ignored when taking ability damage. Holy, okay. Hextech Arm Cannon, sounds like Blitzcrank hook. Which random effect will you get? Bonus CC, true damage, or double cast? Hextech 6 Shooter, after casting an ability, your next ability gains on-hit effects. 40% chance to apply crowd control effects that last 1 second for 5 seconds. 40% chance to deal 25% bonus true damage for 5 seconds. And 20% chance to double cast for 10 seconds. And Bejeweled is damaging abilities can critically strike. Oh my god, that's insane. Gaining bonus critical rate based on the number of upgraded items you have. This is an item in League that does this, by the way. I am telling you this is a beta test. But okay, let's keep going. Black Friday Madness. Complete missions by playing games and earn goodies. Sure. Okay, now we get to the good stuff, the champion changes. Like always, I'm gonna guess what the changes are before getting onto a champion. So, Blitzcrank, I think he's getting buffed. I really think so. There we go. Blitzcrank can struggle in lane. Even if you're landing the hooks, we're tweaking his damage so his opponents can really feel his punches. His first ability does 10 extra damage up until 40 extra damage. So even in the late game, it will do significantly more damage. This is actually quite a significant buff, by the way, because as a Blitzcrank, you never really build ability power. So this bonus flat damage really matters a lot. It really, really does. Slow duration at the end of the overdrive. Only 1 second now. Oh my god, this is a massive buff. The second charge, normally the 99% slow is way too long, right? But now, it's only 1 second. So you can get a lot further with this ability. And the punishment, this is actually a huge buff, by the way. For all you Blitzcrank mains out there, you will already know how big of a change this is. But for all of you players that are not avid Blitzcrank enjoyers, then trust me, this will make you want to give Blitzcrank a try. Static Field. This is the ultimate. Oh, 75 extra damage. That's a lot of extra damage, dude. That's a lot of extra damage. That's crazy. Okay. Samira, I think she's getting buffed. Damage from Samira is noticeably lower than other marksmen, especially during the mid game. We're boosting damage from her ult to ensure she keeps up. Jesus, what? You know what the crazy thing is? Samira and Blitzcrank is one of the strongest lanes you can play. Oh my god, this is... If you are... Oh my god, Samira Blitzcrank lane. I'm telling you, Samira Blitzcrank, that's the way you have to do it now. Samira Blitzcrank. Just play those two, master those two, you're gonna win every lane. Because this buff is ridiculous. 10% extra attack damage. Your ult will hurt like a truck. Oh boy, and in combination with him being buffed too. Wow, just wow, this is too much. Shyvana is 100% getting buffed, by the way. To farm her stack, Shyvana needs to be tanky. We're boosting her survivability. Okay, she has 20 extra health at level 1. And she gets 0.7 extra armor per level, which means she's getting 10.5 extra armor at max level, which is quite substantial. Slaying epic monsters gives you more stacks. Oh boy, so she can get her maximum stacks quicker now. You're gonna get it like 2 or 3 minutes quicker now. It's pretty crazy buff, actually. Dragon's Descent. Fury gain per second, so you're stacking up the Fury faster now. 0.5 extra, so you're getting your ultimate quicker. Health gained with Dragon's Descent, so when you use your ultimate, you now also gain bonus health. Pretty substantial buffs, if you ask me. This is pretty substantial. Not gonna make her broken, but definitely gonna dip her toes into the S tier, potentially even S+ tier. Ekko, I think low-key, Ekko is getting nerfed. You know, he's very strong, but I genuinely think maybe he's getting nerfed. As a mid laner, Ekko's performance has been lackluster, but as a jungler, not really, but oh well. We're making sure he has an easier time farming a lane to scale better into the late game. This is his first ability. The cooldown gets reduced by 1 second. Okay, makes it easier to farm and to poke. The damage gets increased by 5 damage only, which, you know, is gonna... Okay, I guess it's something. And the returning damage also extra 5 damage. But it does 5% less to monsters. So Jungle Ekko, as I said, Jungle Ekko is fine. But now they're nerfing Jungle Ekko just a tiny, weeny bit to sort of not make him too strong. Makes sense. Because I'm sure Jungle Ekko has a pretty good win rate. So that's why we get this nerf. But this is like a small little buff to the first ability. This can definitely help him. Nautilus is very obviously getting buffed. Tank Nautilus is bad. And AP Nautilus. So Nautilus has been overly reliant on items to be tanky. We're boosting his base stats so we can soak damage for his team even early on. So base attack damage. This is not... Oh, they're boosting his stats so he can tank more, but this is boosting his damage. 4 extra damage per base on his basic attacks. His first ability is also getting a damage buff, but it's getting an AP nerf, so it doesn't become too obnoxious with AP. His second ability... See, this is the big one. His second ability gets 10 extra shielding and 1% extra scaling. See, now this is a type of buff that does matter. This is going to make him tankier. I think Rengar may get buffed. I genuinely thought Rengar was broken, but I don't know. He kind of feels a little bit lackluster now. Rengar has been terrorizing Okay, never mind. He's okay. Never mind. He's getting nerfed. Rengar has been terrorizing the Rift ever since his rework. We're adjusting his damage, so players have to choose carefully about when to jump in. So he gets less attack damage per level, which means 7.5 less attack damage at maximum level. His first ability, which is his main damage, 10 less damage. Okay, doesn't matter too much because you're upgrading this ability first anyways. So like at some point, 170 to 160, it's not that, but it's actually kind of a big nerf though, but it's still okay. Bonus damage with ferocity, 35 plus 15 plus 140%. Yeah, 10 less damage on this one too. Okay, I mean, okay. Damage boost with empowered basic attacks. Ooh, and the crit Rengar nerf as well. Okay, okay, this hurts. Yeah, this hurts him a lot actually, because now you're forced to go lethality because this hurts crit Rengar a lot. Okay, but there's more actually. His third ability, 10% less attack damage scaling. Okay. Damage with ferocity, of course, also 10% less. And his ultimate gets a 10-second longer cooldown. Jeez, dude. That's a pretty big nerf. Oh yeah, this is gonna bring him down to like probably A tier, S tier, something like that. These are big nerfs. I didn't think he would need this much nerfing. Oh well. I think Milio is gonna get nerfed even further because the shield is he's just way too strong. Milio is a well-rounded support who excels at helping marksmen achieve their full potential. We're adjusting him to give opportunities for his enemies for counterplay. Ooh, I like this change to make him squishier rather than his buffs. So like now you have to get to him. So 30 less health and 4 less armor. Okay, this means you can definitely kill him a bit quicker. Fired up. Is his passive or something? Whatever it is, his buff is reduced from 15% bonus damage to allies to 10%. So he buffs his allies a little bit less. Cozy Campfire. That's his second ability. The cooldown gets increased by 2 seconds up until 2.5 seconds. Okay, that's a pretty substantial nerf too. And he gives even less attack range now. Remember when this was like 22.5% by the way? Now it's only 15%. And then his Warm Hugs, I think his ultimate, that's his ultimate or his third ability. Again, whatever it is, 2% less movement speed. I think this will hurt Milio a lot, but still he's likely going to be S tier. He's just going to go down from the S plus tier to the S tier. Janna, in my opinion, Janna is strong, but I think she's going to get buffed. Janna's a very safe support to play with. We're increasing her cooldowns to the... she's getting nerfed, okay. To increase her decision-making space when it comes to when to cast. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you give it a like. Really, really supports the channel a lot. So if you're enjoying it, just click on the like button real quick. Sorry. So, Howling Guild. Charging time. Full level 12 seconds, full level 14 seconds. Oh, because you have two tornadoes, it takes longer to get the tornado now. Okay, so you'll have less tornadoes. Okay. And it does a little bit less damage, which honestly is a bigger nerf than you would think because you don't really upgrade this ability. So you're always going from 60 down to 50. So early game, Janna would have very big tornadoes. Now they're gonna hurt a lot less. Ooh, this is a pretty big one though. Early game, you're gonna have a lot less shielding, but then again, you're maxing the shield first on Janna, so you know when you get to the max level, you don't feel this nerf anymore. Heimerdinger is obviously getting nerfed. He's way too strong. We're adjusting Heimerdinger's power to lower his oppressiveness in the laning phase. Yep. Oh, they're nerfing his turrets even further. Oh boy, what an insane nerf. 10% ability power nerf. That is insane. Oh man, that ruins him. And the laser does 10% less too. But this one, the overall turret damage, insane, incredible nerf. The grenade has the hit rate is smaller now. The hit rate is like 10% smaller now, so it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to hit. And the upgraded turret, 5% nerf too. And yeah, the upgraded turret laser also a 10% nerf. Dude, this is the biggest one, this nerf right here. So the basic attacks from the turret, they're just gonna hurt a lot less now. Oh boy. I mean, he kind of needed it though, but I would say a 5% nerf would have been enough. 10% is a lot. His win rate must have been through the roof. Lucian, I think he's getting buffed. No one is really playing Lucian much. We're adjusting Lucian's abilities to allow for better performance as a marksman. Base attack damage is going to go down by 6, but he gets tankier. He gets 0.6 extra armor per level and 0.7 extra magic resist. He gets a lot tankier at max level. Oh, he's getting reworked. Lucian is the one. Oh, wait. Lucian is getting reworked. What's changing? So Light Slinger, that's his passive. That's his passive. When healed or shielded by allied champion, or when a nearby enemy champion is immobilized, Lucian's next 2 attacks deal an additional magic damage, and you store up to 4 empowered attacks. I think you can store them forever. But now instead of after using an ability, you get it after getting healed, shielded, or if an enemy champion gets immobilized. Okay. Makes him a lot more team reliant and I don't know. Not really a solo champion anymore. He's not strong alone like this. But the damage of the second bullet will go down early game, but go up late game by 5%. Okay. Ardent's Blaze, that's his second ability. When allied champions trigger the mark, it grants Lucian vigilance. So when you throw your second ability on the enemies, they have this stack on them, which gives you movement speed when you proc it or teammates proc it. And now, if apparently allied champions, which hopefully is Lucian as well, procs the second ability, you get that bonus attack. I would say this is a nerf to Lucian. I mean, it's now going to be a lot more difficult to proc it, right? Or, wait a minute, what am I saying? Maybe he still has his double attacks. Maybe this is just an extra. I don't know. Like, if this is just an extra, this is incredible. But if this replaces his old passive, which honestly doesn't seem like it does, because they're not saying they're removing the old passive. If they're removing the old passive, this is terrible, but I don't think they are. This seems to be the nerf. And then he gets tankier, and then you're not going to be as reliant on... I don't know. I honestly don't know what this is. The empowered attacks. Is this on top of his double attack? Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? Lucian's next 2 attacks do an additional 20 plus 20% attack damage. Magic damage. I think this is on top of the double attack, because this is the damage of the second bullet. Oh my god, wait, that would make Lucian utterly broken though. Or whatever it is, we'll figure it out. Gameplay changes. Aftershock. I think Aftershock getting buffed, by the way. We're improving the bonus damage from Aftershock and the survivability it provides. For the champions that go up and close and CC their opponents, Aftershock should be the #1 choice. Passive. Immobilizing enemy champion grants 35 and then plus 60, 80% armor, bonus armor, and bonus magic resist for 2.5 seconds. Oh, the armor goes from 60 to 80%, and the magic resist goes from 60 to 82. And the damage goes from 12 to 110 to 25 to 125. Okay. Pretty big buff. This is pretty big. This is good. Alright. For like Amumu's and Ramesses and stuff like that. ARAM changes, I don't care. Oh, that's it. Alright. Pretty interesting patch. Pretty interesting patch. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts about the patch in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.